Good morning. So now we are going to discuss about how to find out the first values for the grammar, right? So for this, we're having two rules. So the first one is if alpha is terminal, okay, then the first of alpha is the terminal only. For example, say if alpha is small a, then first of alpha is a1. If alpha is, for example, some underscore or something, then the first of underscore is underscore only. For example, if alpha equal to plus, then first of alpha is plus only, right? That means the first rule is if alpha is a terminal, then first of alpha is the terminal one. That same terminal only will get. So that is the first rule. And second is if alpha is non-terminal. Okay, so here we can exist the two conditions. See, I will give the one example. For example, x tends to y1, y2, y3, and so on. Okay, right? So here I want to find out the first of x, right? If first condition is if y1 equal to epsilon, this value. So that means we are having the productions y1 tends to epsilon. Okay, then that is the continuation production for y1. Then right in this place we can write the y1 value. What is the y1 value? Epsilon. Then what is the first of x? If y1 equal to epsilon, then first of x equal to epsilon. That is the first condition. See, observe that if alpha is the non-terminal, right? So that is the first condition. And in this, the second condition is if y1 not equal to epsilon. Okay, so then what is the first of x value equal to first of y1 union first of y2 and so on, right? See, for example, if y1 equal to not this one, if y1 equal to some a, right? y2 equal to some bc or something, and y3 equal to epsilon. These are the productions for y1, y2, y3. So now what is the first of x? First of y1. So what is the first of y1? That is the a. So small a union and y2 production. What is the first of y2? bc. That means first of bc, right? Union and first of y3. What is the y3 production? Epsilon, right? Union. So here we are getting the epsilon. That means no need to go to the next. That means no need to go to the first of y4. Okay, that is the first of y4. No need to go here. Why? Because we are getting the epsilon value here, right? So now we can stop the process. That means, so here A, B, C, and this one. See here, for example, it is the capital A and the capital B or something. So first of A and first of B. Okay, after that we can go to the some if B, after that again we can go to the first of C or something like that. Okay. So here that means we are having the if A is a non-terminal, then we are having the some non-terminal productions here. So like that we can continue that until getting the epsilon value, right? So now we see the one example. That means previously I explained E tends to E plus TRT, T tends to T star F or F, okay, F tends to or ID, right? So for these grammars, I want to find out the first values. So for calculating the first values, first we have to eliminate left recursion. Okay, and the next one is left factoring also. See here, already in the previous video, I explained how to eliminate the left recursion, right? So after eliminating the left recursion, directly I'm writing that E tends to T dash and E dash tends to plus T dash or epsilon. Okay, T tends to FT dash, T dash tends to star FT dash, or epsilon, and here it was not there in the left recursion form, so directly we can write. So these are the grammars after eliminating left recursion, right? So there it was not there in the left factoring also. So now we can find out the first values. See here, for all, that means what are the non-terminals we are having E dash, T dash, and F. So for these 5, we can find out the first values. So first we can find out the first of E. Okay, so now we can go to the E production. So what is the E tends to T dash? Okay, that means first of T union first of E dash, right? So what is the first of T value? It tends to F, right? So that means we can write as the in this place first of F. Okay, T, right? So we can go to the F. So what is the F production? Open brace, one production, and second one is the ID, right? So we can write first of E is open brace ID. Okay, and next for E dash. Okay, how to find out the first of ES? E dash. One is the plus and second one is the epsilon. So plus is the terminal. So we can give that plus and the terminal. So no need to go to the next part. Okay. So that is the thing. And next one is for T, first of T. So now we can go to the T tends to F. Okay. So again, what is the F value? Open brace ID. So open brace ID. Next T dash. Go T dash production star epsilon. Epsilon. Okay. And finally F values. Open brace ID. So these are all the first values of the all the non-terminals. Okay. So here, see, if it is terminal, then we can write directly. Okay. If it contains the epsilon, then we can write the CE dash place. Right. Okay. So for example, if you want to find out the E, then T. T tends to F. F tends to this values. If it is non-terminal, then we can go like this. Okay. So here I will give the one more example. See, for example, my grammars are. So I can give the one more example. S tends to ACB, right? And CBB and BA. Okay. And next A tends to DA or BC. Okay. Now, B tends to G epsilon. C tends to H epsilon. So these are the grammars. Now check whether the grammars are in the left recursion or left factor. It was not there in the left recursion. No left recursion. No left recursion and left factoring also. So directly we can start the first values. Okay, for all these non-terminals, we have to find out the first values. So first I can start the first of S. So what is the first of S values? 3 productions are there. So first I can start that first of A, C, B. Okay, so first of A union. Okay, first of CB. First of A. So for A, we are having the 2 production. That is the first of D, the terminal. We can start it. Union, first of BC. Okay. Union, first of CB is there. This part. Okay. So first of D is D only. What is the first of B value? G epsilon. So G epsilon is there. So no need to go this part. Okay, so only G only. Okay, and we're taking the epsilon also. Then no need to find out the first of C. For this, we're getting dg epsilon. Now union first of CB. Union epsilon union first of C union first of B. Okay, that means dg epsilon here. Union, what is the first of C value? H epsilon. Here epsilon is there. So no need to go to the first of B. Okay, so finally D G H epsilon. That is the only this part first of ACB only. Okay, so next we can find out the CBB. Again, it means union first of CBB union first of BA, right? So this part is over, that output is this one. So now we can find out this value. First of BB equal to first of C union first of BB. Okay, so what is the first of C value? H epsilon, right? Epsilon is there. So no need to go this part. Only H and epsilon for this part. And one more part is there, BA. First of BA. So what is the B? What is the first of B values? That it's equal to first of B union first of A. Okay. So now what is the first of B value? That's equal to okay. B G. G. Okay. And one more thing is for epsilon also is there, right? So no need to go here. Epsilon. Okay. So like that we can find out the first of S values. Now see first of A. That is first of BA union first of BC, right? So here we can go to that first of D, right? So next one is we can write as B. Okay, first of B. G, one production is G. So and for C, H, having epsilon. Okay, and next first of B. That means G epsilon. C, H epsilon. Okay, so here that is the first of A values, B values, and C values. So now we can find out, we can finalize the first of S values. So here based on the first condition. Okay, so that means based on the ACB. So we're getting the values here. What is the values? DZ, H, okay, epsilon, right? And next, based on the second thing, first of C, that is H epsilon, right? And next thing is that is the second part, and third part, that is uh, see here, C, right? H epsilon, and next one is the terminal. So here I can include that, that is the first of B is the terminal. So B. So finally B, H, epsilon. Okay. Similarly for BA, union and A also. So finally A, G, epsilon. So finally, now we can apply the union operation in between these two. First one, second one, and third one. So first one, A, G is there, right? Anyway, G is there in the first option also. And B, H is there here also. B, so D, G, H, and epsilon. So these are the finally first values for S. Okay. And the first values for A, this one, and B, this, and C is the this. So like that, we can find out the first values for all the non-terminals. Okay. So once see the rules, the first rule is if alpha is the terminal, then see here, then we can write the first of alpha is the same terminal only. If alpha is a non-terminal, then again we can execute the two rules. That means if the right side part is having epsilon, then first of x equal to epsilon. If it is not epsilon, then we can go to the y1, y2, yn, and so on until getting the epsilon. So based on these two things, we can find out the first and follow values.